Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I am here for the final live stream of the evening. Hopefully I can find it here on this one. There it is. Okay, great. And the first person I have here is Lady Libra, love reading. Okay. Love reading for next week. Next week, you are not holding yourself back. You're taking off the restraints, and that's going to bring in some stability when it comes to your love life. Now, you got the Empress here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Please be careful with this card if you don't want children. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a water sign coming in. Could be a Pisces. If not, Scorpio, Cancer. Feeling prepared for your love life to move on, and it should move on. No longer feeling stuck in the mud. You have an Aries that comes in as well. Six of Pentacles. A relationship with somebody who is putting in as much effort as you are, or you should be feeling a lot more respected if you're in a relationship right now. Your partner should be putting in more effort. Looks like next week's a good week for you. Not a bad week. All right, we've got Stephanie, general for next week. Next week looks like a nice week for you too. Moving forward to greener pastures, life moves on quickly. It looks like you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, or putting money aside for something that's positive. Possibly picking up a creative project of some type. Letting disappointment or heartache move into the past pushes your life forward. Growth and transformation comes in next week. You also have a wish, put it out into the universe, and feeling prepared for your life to move forward. Brings the Hangman in reverse. Makes you feel not so stuck. Next week should be a nice week. Good. 2 people so far got nice weeks coming in. Bridget, general for next week. General for next week. Not bad. Balance comes back to your life next week. Feeling like you got some good luck coming in. Success comes in on whatever you've been putting energy into. There's a lot of ambition around you. So whatever you've been putting energy into should be paying off next week. Intuition is heightened. You have a wish. Put it out into the universe. 10 of Pentacles. Large sum of money may find its way to you next week. And you could be starting a new journey of some sort. Perseverance takes your life to the next level next week. Nice. We got some good weeks coming in. It's about time. We deserve it. All right, let's see. Go back up to the top here. We've got Sonia. Should I prioritize the PhD contest or go back to web help? Okay. Should I prioritize the PhD contest? Oh, going back to web help comes up higher than prioritizing the PhD thing. But I would do, I mean, that's what the cards suggest. I would do whatever's in your heart. What's more important to you? That's where I would put my energy. But the cards indicate going back to web help would be better. At this point, anyway. Empress, general. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. 6 of Pentacles. This is usually a business thing where you're being well compensated or well respected around work, school, or whatever it is that you do all day. Success comes in around that as well. You may have a little adventure coming in the near future, along with some good karma. Fire sign comes in that could be of significance. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. Seashell General. Okay, well, you could have a new love interest if you're not with anyone right now. If you are with someone right now, current relationship could rekindle with this card. It also looks like life moves forward quickly. If you're not with anyone right now, could be a Cancer enters. No longer feeling stuck in the mud, but feeling like you're putting one foot in front of the other and you're getting out of your own way, which brings balance into your life. The world. The world is at your feet, which also brings in opportunity and ambition. You may be feeling very ambitious over the next couple of weeks and accomplishing quite a lot. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is feeling like the energy that I've put into work, school, whatever it is you do all day is finally coming back to me. I think you had a couple of nice weeks ahead of you. Mustafa. Will I catch up and pass all my classes this semester, especially my accounting classes? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think that you're going to pass everything. When you make the decision to stay focused, or when you make the decision to, accomplish things, you accomplish things. So you set your mind to it, you're going to be fine. Jay, how did Amy feel about me today? She's been thinking about you a lot today. She feels like that, like there's ambition around the situation. She feels like you're in control of your life. She feels very connected to you today. I don't know what happened today. There's spontaneity around the situation. Something something caught her attention today. That was very good. And she's thinking about you a lot. Like it's like you've been on her mind all day. I don't know if you felt that. Ronnie, general for the weekend. You may have a nice weekend here. First of all, you got the Magician, so you can manifest just about whatever you want. Put it out into the universe. Again, this card's been coming up for a lot of people. Ambition. There's ambition around you. You could have an Aries show up. Good luck comes in, and a soulmate connection happening this week. Not bad. There's Capricorn and a Pisces around this weekend, too. Balance comes back into your life. This weekend may be a nice weekend for you. Anthony, does the Cancer girl still think about me? How does she feel? And okay. All right, how she feels about you. You might feel like you got injustice around this situation, and it looks like communication is down. So I don't think that when you reach out to her, she doesn't respond, right? There's not a lot of communication happening here right now. But it does look like she feels like and she's a Cancer. We got the Cancer right here. She does feel like there's room for growth and transformation around the situation, but not yet. She's not ready for that yet. She may not feel it yet. It might not have hit her. I think that she's still a little bit focused on that other guy. When things turn sour with him, that's when you're going to hear from him. At that point, you may have already moved on. But let's see what happens. I think that when you reach out to her, it feels good for her ego. She thinks that you are still after her. Oh, excuse me. You're going to hear from her again. It's just a matter of time, which is so annoying. That's the worst. It's the timing thing that sucks. New chapter. How does George feel about me telling him that I have a boyfriend? He wanted to see me and I declined. See, the thing is that if you're still talking to him, like, actions speak louder than words, right? So you can tell him all you want that you have a new boyfriend, but as long as you're answering his calls or answering his text, he still thinks that he's in. Like, he thinks that you could be playing hard to get. He thinks that you could be playing games. He's not really feeling it yet. The sun here is in reverse. So he feels like you're just giving him a hard time. And there's some sharp energy around him. He's not thrilled with you saying that, but he's leaning to more towards she's playing games with me and that you're still going to go back with him. Like, that's what he thinks. Actions will always speak louder than words. So if you put enough distance between you and him and he really starts to feel it, that's when he's going to believe it. He's not believing it yet. He feels like he's got a wish around the situation. He feels like he's the one that's in control of the situation. Until things really move forward with the other guy and you don't respond to him, that's when he's going to question it. And it took me years to figure this out until I saw it happen in my own life. And I saw it happen in different ways. It didn't always happen the same way. But sometimes, like, I would be in a situation where, for me, when it happened to me, the situations were so few and far between that there was no way that it was a coincidence. It was, this person really felt that I was with somebody else and they were right. And that wasn't something that happened all the time. It's not the kind of thing that you can tell someone. They don't believe it. He's got to feel it. And he's not feeling it yet. He thinks you're being difficult. That's what he's thinking. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when he really feels that you've moved forward. That's when you'll see a change in him. Oh my God, sometimes the timing on things can be so frustrating. There was a moment in time where I was hoping to hear from somebody, and every time I went and had a reading done, I don't know how often I was going at that point in my life. I was probably going once a month, maybe. And every time I went in there, she would be like, "Did you hear from him?" Nope. Did you get any hang-ups? Did you know, and I'm like, nothing. It didn't show up at my house. Nobody, I mean, it's so frustrating. A year and a half went by. And then finally, so, it is the free will thing. Because sometimes people, their intentions are to do something and then they don't follow through because they're afraid. Fear stops a lot of things. And the timing thing is just so frustrating. My life in general has always ran very slowly. Always. Creative. What's going to happen between me and my ex, the Cancer? Well, you have a wish around the situation, and things could move forward with the Hangman in reverse. But, unfortunately, this may be the kind of situation where be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. It looks like you've got the Four of Wands in reverse. So this person just may be trouble. Even if they were to come back and you were to decide to get back together with them, like the same old argument may be resurfacing. You may feel like nothing has changed for the better, and the Emperor is in reverse. Somebody may be trying to control this situation. I don't know. You may get to the point with this person. I think you're going to reconnect at some point, whether that's for the better or for worse. We'll have to wait and see. It doesn't look like this relationship changes, though. It looks like you could get back together and find yourself in the same situation that you were in, which would only reaffirm what happened the first time. So once again, you have a wish around the situation, but be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it, and you may find that it's just not that great, or you don't want to go back there. April. P the Gemini just messaged me asking me how I'm doing. Will he ask to meet up? Yeah, I think he will. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think he will. T that. Why isn't T stepping up? Is he insecure about some things or just lazy? Okay. Well, I mean, it could be a little bit of both. First of all, his intuition is spot on, and his intuition tells him that he should move forward, but yet he is a little bit lazy, or lackadaisical about things, and he feels like the world is against him. When this card's in reverse, it's like the world is against me. It's kind of like being in victim mode. It could also be insecurity. It could be like, I'm not sure. I don't want to make an idiot out of myself. People always feel like an idiot. But when meanwhile, it's like, even if you get shot down by someone, you don't have, there's no reason to feel like an idiot, although I would too, but there's no reason to feel like an idiot. That could be a sign of his insecurity. Thing is that you got the Chariot here. Things are going to move forward, and there is long-term potential. You just may have to kind of, get there on his time rather than yours. Christy, why does my sister never include Avery? Oh boy. Well, there are a couple of things here. She may be a little bit jealous, or she may be a little bit envious on like the DL. It might not be something that she wants to admit. But then there's also something where she may feel like, this is going to sound crazy, but like she just doesn't think of it. And I know that sounds crazy, because how do you not think of it? But when my grandmother was sick, she was dying, she said to me, I swear to God, and it wasn't even something that I thought about at the time. She had taken my cousin to Italy. And when she was dying, she said to me, why didn't I take you with us? And at the time, I knew that they were going to Italy, but I don't know, it didn't even cross my mind that she didn't ask me. And when she brought it up, she said, she's like, I just didn't think of it. She's like, I just didn't think of it. And it would have been so nice to have you there with your cousin. She's like, but I just didn't think of it. And I don't know if like she thought about it for the years in between, but when she was sick, the last time that I saw her, that was one of the things that she apologized. She's like, I was so stupid. I don't know why I didn't, I just didn't think of it. And when I read the question, that story popped into my head. So that's why I said it. I do think that there may be a little bit of envy or a little bit of jealousy there, which maybe is like a subconscious thing she might not even be aware of. But there also may be that she just doesn't think of it. I don't know. And like thinking back when she brought it up to me, I was like, I never even thought. I didn't think twice that you didn't ask me. Does she comment about it? Is it something that she consciously notices, or maybe you notice it more than she does? Because I think as parents, we would notice things more than sometimes the kids notice. Anyway, if she doesn't notice, you as the sister, I think, can say something. I would say something. I would say something. Anyway, I know Family is so funny, right? Yeah. Like, what my grandmother had 4 grandchildren. She should have taken us all. Why? Why didn't she? And why didn't nobody thought anything of it? My younger cousin, though, he may have been in high school at the time. That could have been why. But my brother and I weren't. I don't know where my brother. I don't remember how old we were. I don't remember how old I was at the time. But anyway, and that was something that stuck with me when she said that, because I know I've mentioned this before to other people, or it's come up before. I worked with this kid who, his name is Aaron, and everybody liked him. There was nobody ever said a bad thing about him. Everybody genuinely liked him. But for some reason, when the kids, like, they were all like high school, early college years, when the kids would get together or they would have a party or they would go somewhere, they always seemed to forget him. And I used to always remind them, don't forget Aaron. I don't know why. And they weren't doing it because they didn't like him. They just didn't think about him. And I used to try to make sure you invite, because I just felt bad for him. And everybody genuinely liked him. So I don't know if there was a certain energy that some of us put out there that does that, and myself would be included. I don't know. But anyhow, Sepia, general for next month. General for the month of December. Month of December, it looks like you could have a new job opportunity coming in. It also looks like the Chariots here, life could be moving forward. Soulmate connection comes in around the Four of Wands, long-term possibility, or the opportunity to change homes next month could come in. Somebody from your past may be coming back, could be a Sagittarius. Or it could also be somebody from your past comes back as we're in Sagittarius. That could be too. There's an Aries coming in around you that could be of significance. Jay, what can I expect from Amy next week? What can I expect from Amy next week? What can I expect from Amy next week? You got good luck and you got a nice connection to next week. She also may be feeling a little bit more prepared, and you might not be feeling like you have to wait for your ship to come in. There could be forward movement next week with her. Sepia, love next month. Okay, next month you could be starting a new journey. Once you turn and walk away from regret or negativity, you start to feel like this could be a Scorpio, but there also could be growth and transformation around your love life. Love cup here is full. You got a Sagittarius that could be around next month. Or once again, it could be while the sun is in Sagittarius. No longer feeling so stuck. Somebody may reach out to you from out of the blue that you haven't seen or spoken to in quite some time, or you may meet somebody. Could be somebody brand new that shows up. 8 of Pentacles along with the Ace of Pentacles could be around a new job or around a new schooling of some type. Page of Pentacles. Maybe working on a new business. So that could be, there's a couple of things. It could be that new love is found around a new job, their job, or a new job opportunity or school. Like I say you got a new job and they had to send you for some kind of training. I don't know why, but one of my friends, she worked for Bank of, the time it was Bank of New York. I think now it's Chase. Anyway, whatever. She worked here in the county, but when they sent her for training, they sent her into New York City. So it could be something like that, and you meet somebody there at that. But then there also could be new people coming in around you next month. Now, the Page of Pentacles, I would think, would be a new business or a side business for you. Now, around, if there is a side business that you're working on, there could be that you meet an Aquarius around that. That could be a love connection. I don't know. You got some new options coming in next month. Let's see what happens. Sepia, me and Ramel. Right, he's still holding himself back a little bit, but you have the opportunity to start a new journey with him. Two of Cups, there is possible commitment around this relationship. At some point, things should be coming back into balance. He could have competition, though, because you may be feeling undecided because an Aries shows up. That's very ambitious. Let's see what happens with him. Sepia, me and Derek. You know, interesting. He holds himself back, Hermit in reverse, because he knows he's wrong and he doesn't want to hear it. But this may not even be just that he's holding himself back from you. He may be holding himself back and not talking about it with anyone because he doesn't want to hear the truth, and he knows the truth, that he was a real asshole. He may be looking to start a new journey with you, and you might be like, hell no. He could come in with a song and dance. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. He may at some point want to try to fix that relationship. The ship may have sailed by then. These guys are freaking amazing. Priscilla, will it benefit me to let go of Antonio and move on? Yeah, in the long haul, yeah, it would. It would bring in a wish and things would move on. Yeah. I mean, I would say, I always say, this is what I always say, like, just like generally speaking, if nothing has changed in 6 months or a year, chances are not much is going to change. You could have good days, you could have bad days, you could have really great dates, and then you could have, you know, it's like, do you want to ride that roller coaster? Probably not. If you shut the door on it, something else will come in. Yeah, it's something to think about. I know it's not easy to do stuff like that. Beautiful Aries. What is my boyfriend getting me for Christmas? Boy, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Whatever it is, it's got it's something creative, and it could be from it could be, I don't know if you have a creative hobby of some type. It could be something that has to do with a creative hobby that either you do yourself or that you both do together. And it would be, or it could be something that he buys from a local small business. Yeah, I think it is something he buys from a local small business. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I don't know. I would say that it's something that has to do with a creative project that was bought from a small business or a local business. And it's something that either you really enjoy and he knows that, or it's something that you guys do together. So it's something that, I mean, it's thoughtful. I don't know. Sometimes what one person thinks is thoughtful, the other person doesn't think that. But I think that you'll think that it's thoughtful. Talia, may have a general for tomorrow. Tomorrow may start off kind of rough because you have a little anxiety around a mini tower moment. But as the day goes on, it gets better because all 10 cups are full. So whatever it is, you work it out and you move forward. You may have a decision, though, at some point during the day that you feel a little bit undecided about. But overall, a little adventure comes in. I would say that the day tomorrow is, once you get through whatever that little tower moment is, the rest of the day is good. The energy around it is exciting. But in a good way, not in a bad way. Moon Honey. How is the person feeling towards this connection? Feels a little undecided. Two of Swords is in reverse. Feels like you guys have a nice connection, but they may be a little bit restless and they're a little undecided. April, what can I expect from Peter Gemini this weekend into next week? You can expect growth and transformation from this week into next week. You also may notice that he's either paying more attention to you or he's around more. He may be available more. Communication could pick up. And there may be something going on around a creative project or a creative connection the two of you have. Sister, how is he feeling tonight? He's feeling, well, he's feeling a little bit argumentative, not towards you, just in general. He may be feeling a little bit ambitious. He also could be feeling like things are going to change for the better between the two of you pretty quickly because he's starting to be a little bit more prepared. He may be working on, all right, things may move forward slow and steady between the two of you, but I think that he's working on his nerve, getting his nerve up to unblock you and make communication happen. Takira, what's coming in for Zach and I? Okay, I don't know where you are in the relationship, but if you've recently had an issue or sharp energy or a tower moment, that's moving into the past. That's going in the past, and you guys should be reconnecting with the Two of Cups. If you haven't connected yet, you should be connecting with the Two of Cups. A new beginning is on the horizon, and things should be moving forward quickly. It also looks like if you were recently disappointed about something, that should also be moving into the past. And moving forward, both of you should be more prepared for things to move forward, no longer waiting for your ship to come in because things are starting to move forward the way you want them to. If you have a wish around the situation, put it out into the universe. You could get what you want. Ronnie, me and my invisible boo, when are we going to meet? Okay. It could be within the next 8 weeks. Definitely, it should happen sometime this winter. Well, within the next 8 weeks, we'll be in winter. I'm going to say within the next 8 weeks. Jay Allen, what did I do for Amy's energy to change like this? You know, I don't know if you do anything or if it's just her. That's the thing with her that you would have to deal with if you were in a relationship with her. She goes back and forth. She's very moody, and sometimes it has nothing to do with you or anyone else. It has everything to do with her. So that's just something to keep in mind. She's always found you attractive. She found you attractive today or recently. I mean, that's nothing new. She's just not holding herself back. She's feeling a little bit more secure in herself. But that can change too. But once again, even if it changes, that has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with her. That's just how she is. She's a little moody. It's all right. I wonder if she's got, you say she's a Pisces? I don't remember. But I feel like she's got a lot of Cancer in her. Or maybe she's got a Cancer moon or something. Or Cancer rising. Moon Honey, should I give the Capricorn another try? All right, let's have a look. Should I give the Capricorn another try? It looks like you have good luck around this relationship and things come into balance around a relationship with the Capricorn. I would give it a chance. Let me go back up to the top. I think I'm up to, hey, it's Justin Love. You have growth and transformation coming in around your love life, and you're prepared for your love life to move forward. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a Libra and a Sagittarius and a Scorpio all coming in. Divine timing is going to set you up for a new journey. You're not going to have to do anything. It's going to fall into your lap. You have plenty of options coming in. Love life moves forward. Very positive. KB, love. You've got a new love interest coming in if you're not with anyone right now. It could be somebody that you've known from the past. Brings in happiness and you're no longer holding yourself back. If you're already in a relationship, current relationship moves forward with plenty of happiness, no longer holding yourself back. Somebody from your past still returns. Doesn't have to be an ex-lover though. It could be anybody. However, your current love life should be moving forward if you're with someone. If you're not with anyone, could be an Aries that's entering. And it would be a soulmate connection. Ella, how long will the Capricorn and his girlfriend last? And here's the Capricorn. Well, they've got good luck around the situation right now. They've got creativity and things are moving forward. I don't see a breakup in the near future. Dylan. Beautiful one, love. All right, you got some, a lot of people have ambition coming in this week. Anyway, if you're not with anyone right now, you have a couple of people coming in. You have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also have a Taurus coming in. You got persistence that could drive your love life to the next level. Regardless of whether you're with someone or you're not with someone right now, the next relationship or current relationship should be one that's very balanced. They should be getting a lot out of it. And there should be long-term potential coming in. Chim, Jay says he loves me and he wants to be with me, but he's acting like he dislikes me. Please tell me the truth. How does he really feel about me? I think he wants the other girl. All right, if you're in a situation, we go over this all the time. This happens all the time. If you are the person that is feeling like you need to be chosen, right? So it's his choice whether he chooses to be with you or he chooses to be with somebody else. The energy always goes to the person who is the least needy. So he would choose the other person. If you're feeling like he doesn't like you or that he's not putting in any effort, then your energy is too needy and it's repelling him. So the best thing to do is to let the other girl have him. Because when you give up and you kind of surrender to it, that's when he'll come back. You know, it's like let it go, let him have what he wants, let him do his thing, and then when it doesn't work, he'll come back to you. But you can't hold on to that energy because that energy is going to create resistance. So in situations like that, the person that wins is always the person that doesn't care. The energy of being like, you know, like I feel like he likes her better. Well, then that's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to like her better. Just in general, I wouldn't even be involved in a situation like this because I feel like being in a situation where you feel like that you're competing with somebody else for somebody else's attention or time always puts you is lower vibration. So it's, oh, you're always going to be trying to compete for attention. So what I would do in a situation like this is I would walk away from it. But that's, you know, up to you. I mean, if somebody tells you that they love you, but you feel like they dislike you, and then there's a third party around, you might not want to put a lot of energy into this because it doesn't look like you're getting much out of it. Yeah, here's the third party. There you go, right there. And things are feeling very stuck. So you may want to, you know, think about whether or not, and this also could be a way he controls things. He's a little bit controlling. Yeah, I would make a decision to move forward with your life and not wait around for him to make decisions like that, you know? Because if you take your destiny and give it to him to make the decision, then you lose the power in your own life. You can make a decision to walk away from this, and then you've made the choice and your life moves on. It's not him that's controlling things. So, Cinnamon. Why did the cards or anything lie to me, making me think that he was the one for me all this time? Well, once again, there is not one person for all of us. Like we're not there's no one person. So he's not the one for you because there's not one person. There are a million people out there that you can connect with. Thing is that I hate to say it, but women tend to get fixated on one person and they feel like there's nobody else in the world and they just want to be with that person even when that person isn't treating them right, or they maybe get treated right 10% of the time, but 90% of the time they're not happy with the situation. They just put up with it because they're hoping that something is going to change. Most of the time, nothing changes. So I mean, I can't tell you that I've ever said to you that I thought that he was the one. So I wouldn't say that to anybody ever about anyone. I don't care if you're standing at the altar with him, ready to take your vows. I still wouldn't tell you that it was going to last forever because I don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't believe that we're here for that. I believe that we're here to learn lessons and we're here to connect with people and we're here to grow. And if you meet one person at, I don't know, 15 years old and you marry them and you're never with anyone else, you don't learn a lot because that's all you have. So I don't think anything lied to you. I don't think that you were lied to. I don't think that this guy has ever really given you what you wanted. And I think it's been constant turmoil with him since you started. Is he going to stay in your life? As long as you allow it, he'll be there because he's not going anywhere. He always seems to come back, but he also doesn't give you exactly what you want. So, you know, that's up to you. This is a decision that you have to make, not that he has to make. If you don't want this relationship, then you have to walk away from it. The unfortunate part is that a lot of times people stay in situations because they hope or they think that things are going to change. And things don't usually change that much. And that's a sad, it's a sad truth. And I mean, I've seen too many people learn the hard way. Thing is that most of the time when you end something and you make a decision to walk away from something because it's not working for you, that's when something else shows up. So you only wind up blocking yourself when you're holding on to something that doesn't work, when you're hoping that something is going to change. And a lot of us have been in that situation. I've been in the situation many times. I mean, see, the thing is that he's still around. I mean, it's slow and steady. It's a constant battle. There are a lot of arguments, and it is slow because you got the chariot in reverse here, but he's not leaving. So you have to leave if you want this to end. Otherwise, like, this is what you're getting from him. Like, sometimes I'll get people that they'll say things like, well, I just need him to change and I need him to just do this. Or I want more of that in the relationship. And like they've expressed it to the guy and they've told him, listen, I don't like when you, I don't know, go out drinking. And yet he continues to do it. And I'm like, you're not in love with him. You're in love with the person that you want him to be. But that's not him. The guy that he is out drinking every night. That's what he wants to do. He's not going to change because you tell him that you want to. You want him to. He changes because he wants to. When he gets to the point that he doesn't want to be in a bar every night, then he won't go to the bar every night. So this is more of like, it's about you and the decisions that you make for yourself and how you want to be treated and what you will or you won't put up with. And when you decide that you don't want to be treated like that anymore, then you'll cut him loose and you'll find somebody else. Somebody else will show up. Angel messages. Should me and Jay call? If so, how will it go? The 2 other times I was nervous and we didn't call. All right. I don't know who you're calling or what the situation is. I'm going to ask it as a yes and no question. Okay. Should me and Jay call? Yeah, you should call. And listen to your intuition. Your intuition knows you should call. Oh, the free will thing is so annoying. Thing is that with free will, just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Like, that's the thing. It's like let's just say communication. Is communication going to come in? The cards show, yes, communication is going to come in. And then it's like, okay, well, when is communication going to come in? And then the cards show, oh, sometime before the end of the fall. Meanwhile, now it's February 1st and you still haven't heard anything from him. Okay, well, free will could change the time, but there still should be communication at some point. It might take long. It may be really frustrating. It could be a real pain in the ass, but at some point, communication should still come in. It's so annoying. The free will thing is just really annoying. Jay, how will the Capricorn act when she sees me again? When you see the Capricorn again, she should be prepared. She should be treating you with respect, and she may be very flirtatious. T. Yvette. T just asked me to go out tomorrow, and I just Got asked out by somebody for the same time. That's a good problem to have. They're both Leos and they're both soulmates. I would go with the first person only because, like energy wise, first come first serve. But, and I would just say that, hey, I already had plans, you know, can we do it later on in the week? And then I would see both of them. I think that this is excellent because the energy, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. When somebody asks you, right, now you have plans with the first guy, guy number one. Guy number two consciously does not know that, but something inside him made him answer that same time. And there is no coincidence that that happened. So to me, what I would do is I would go with your original plans, regardless of who you feel like you connect with more. I would go with what your plans were. I wouldn't break them. And then I would say to the second guy, I would say, oh, I already have plans. Can we do it, you know, Wednesday or Thursday or whatever instead? And then we'll see what happens. Now, I would venture to guess that when you're out with guy number two, you'll get a text message or a call from guy number one because that's the way it works. So this is excellent. I'm so glad to hear this. Good for you. Yeah, I would go with the first guy just because energy wise, yeah. I don't like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of breaking plans to begin with, but I feel like energy wise, it's the right thing to do. You know, like the energy around the situation, I would go with what you had planned first, and then I would try to see the second guy. Beautiful one. What's going on in Brandon's love life? He's feeling a little bit unprepared. He feels a little bit like he doesn't get a lot of respect, and he feels like he hasn't really gotten anywhere as far as love is concerned. But he is about to start a new journey. He may be feeling a little bit stuck in the mud right now, but that could change. He's got choices around him. Could be a fire sign around him that's of significance, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And he also has an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So the energy around his love life should be changing for the better. But he may not be feeling that right now. He may be feeling very stuck. Beautiful Aries. Will my boyfriend and I move in between now and February? Okay, let's see. Well, there's a possibility, 70% chance possibility that you do by February. It just reminded me of this really funny story about, remember before with the gift, I said that sometimes people think that that one thing is, I may have told the story before, but it's so funny. Somebody thinks that they're being very thoughtful, but they really, the other person's like, what the hell is this? So I worked with this woman, and her and I used to have tea a lot together. So a friend of hers picked up, it was a Valentine's Day gift. It was a mug. I mean, I don't think that it was that ugly. If somebody would have bought that for me, I would have been really happy with it because I would have thought, oh, that's really sweet. But she got so mad. She was like, look at how fucking ugly this cup is. And it had like fake flowers coming out of it. I don't know. It didn't look like it was a functioning mug. It looked like it was some kind of decoration. Anyway, so she must have expressed her disgust to him, and he got really mad and he threw the mug. And she used to always like pronounce things wrong. So she says to me, he could have smashed it to shiverines. instead of smithereens, I was on the floor. I couldn't even, I was crying. I was laughing so hard. And I just felt so bad for him because he really thought that he was being thoughtful. And she was like, this was like something you would buy at the dollar store and that you would give to your grandmother. I didn't think it was that bad, but it was really funny. Anyway, so sometimes people think they're being thoughtful. And I would never say anything like that to anybody. But she was like, what the fuck is this? And she said it right to him. And anyway. Lovely. What's coming up for me? What's coming up for Lovely? You're going to have choices that lead you to all 10 cups being full. It also looks like you're going through growth and transformation, and you've got some success coming in. Four of Wands, you have, this could be upgrading your home, changing homes, redecorating your homes. It could be entertaining at home, whatever it is, it's positive. It also could be upgrading a current relationship to the next level. J, why do I make such a big impact on certain people? Well, they could be soul ties. They could be soulmate connections. I think everybody does. I think we all have that, you know, with certain people. Certain connections that sometimes we can't explain. You have quite a few around you, too. There could be a Sagittarius, too. I don't know if we've seen a Sagittarius recently. Maybe this is somebody new. But they could be soul ties. They could be soulmate relationships. Sometimes we don't understand things. We don't understand why we feel connected to somebody. And there's usually more that comes from that. That's usually, although I've been in a situation where it was in my head, the guy from the bar that I had a crush on. I had a friend of mine who also went through a crazy situation where she thought something was happening with this guy who wanted nothing to do with her. But for the most part, if you feel like you're making an impact on someone and you feel that connection, it's usually not in your head. It's usually because there's either more to come or it's a soulmate connection. Linda, December General. You've got good luck coming in and divine timing pushing your life forward quickly. You have balance coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, you have an Aries and a Cancer around you that could be potential. They could come in out of the clear blue sky when you least expect it. Listen to your intuition. If you already are with somebody, current relationship would be moving forward nicely. Three of Pentacles along with the Ace of Pentacles. A business relationship with long roots that pays well. Could be coming in. It could be something new or it could be something that's around you. But the Ace should be a new opportunity either in business or a new way of making money. It could be in addition to what it is that you already do. Five of Pentacles in reverse, paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. Feels like you made it to the top of the mountain and you can finally exhale. Beautiful Aries. Well, I enjoy the gift. You're nervous. Don't get nervous. Think of it like this. First of all, like sometimes guys are just stupid. But let's see. Will I enjoy the gift? I think you will. Four of Swords. It might have something to do with self-care. Rest, relaxation, or self-care. Sister, was I just one of many to him? No, I actually don't think that he does stuff like this much. No, you've got Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. And relief around the situation. No, I don't think you were just one of many. April, love. Okay, you've got success coming in around love and growth and transformation. You also could have a Scorpio coming in. You've got choices coming in with the Seven of Cups with long-term possibility. Feeling a little bit more balanced coming back into your love life. And the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands. Feeling like you're moving on to greener pastures with success around love that leads to you feeling like you have the world at your feet. You have Sagittarius coming in. You've got an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You have an Aquarius coming in and a Scorpio. Let me go back up to the top. Well, you know what, Cinnamon, believe me, I've been there before with these kind of situations, and they happen more often than not. I read for a lot of people that are in situations where it's back and forth, it's upside down and sideways. And feeling stupid and feeling confused, that's okay. You can feel confused. But feeling stupid, you have nothing to feel stupid about. You didn't do anything stupid. He's stupid, not you. Those relationships are exhausting. Believe me, I totally get it. I totally get it. But don't feel insecure about yourself. You didn't do anything. It has nothing to do with you. He's an ass. Fairy Lily, hi. Love reading for me and CG. Okay, what's going on with Fairy Lily and CG? All right, I don't know where you guys are in this relationship, but communication should be picking up with the Knight of Swords. It also looks like the Three of Pentacles, which would be a relationship with deep roots. I'm not seeing a ton of love here, I gotta be honest, but you might not be there yet. That's okay. It looks like you guys may be spending time together. You have a wish around the situation, but I'm not seeing a ton of love. I don't know if you guys are in a relationship yet. If you're not, it could take time to get there or to cultivate something, because Knight of Cups is in reverse, which can indicate that somebody has lost interest, or they're the two people aren't on the same page right now. Fuzzy Nomad. My question is that I'd like a general on advice. I'm feeling stuck in my life right now. Join the club. Saturn in Capricorn literally feels like it's sitting on me. You know, the thing is that Saturn functions very well in Capricorn. Now it's moving into Aquarius next year, or at the end of this year. But you know what else? Jupiter is defunct in Capricorn. So I think that's another reason why we've all had like a shitty year, because Jupiter doesn't function well in Capricorn. Saturn does, but Jupiter doesn't. So once Jupiter and Saturn both move, the energy should shift. And that's coming, I mean, it's coming at the end of December, but at least it's coming. Yeah, well, you look, this is what's going to happen here. Divine timing is going to push your life forward. You have a soulmate connection around you. If you're not with anyone right now, you've got a Libra. You also have a Capricorn coming in, and you're prepared for it. There's an Aries coming in too that could be significant. So feeling stuck may continue right until the end of the year, but then you got money coming in. You got a wish coming in. You're heading towards all 10 cups being full. You shouldn't be feeling like this come like the end of the year into early next year. Once those planets shift and we go through that, the grand conjunction, then the energy should change, and we all shouldn't be feeling so stuck. Everybody's feeling stuck. So we're all in this frustrating boat together. Ina, I'm looking for an extra job. When will I find one? Could be this week. Yeah, it could be very soon. Like within the next couple of weeks. Sister, what are his fears with leaving his relationship? Oh, he's got a lot of fears. For the first, he fears that he would be making the wrong decision. So not because that he's head over heels in love with this woman. That's not it. But it would be, what would people think? What if I can't, what if I don't have a better life without her? What are people going to say about me? You know, who knows what his family would think. He's also sort of afraid of growth and change. You know, it's easier not to change. It's easier for most people to be miserable but know what they have than to take a chance of being happy but it be scary and unknown. There is a new journey coming in for him though. So he may not take a full leap of faith just yet, but he's got a new journey coming in. So you might see a little bit more of him, or he may change a little bit. Doesn't look like he's leaving that relationship right away. Oh, excuse me. I don't see a breakup coming in yet, but for you and him, there's happiness coming in. So that you might be seeing more of him, even if he doesn't leave that relationship. Things get really complicated because, like I said, people would rather be miserable but know what they have than take a chance that they don't know what they're getting. And even though it could be a million times better, they're afraid of that. Sometimes people are afraid of really connecting with someone, and it's a lot easier to be with somebody that you don't connect with, that you don't even have to really have a conversation with. So he's got a lot of fear, and he's slow and steady to get over it, but he does make some strides at pushing his life towards success. You know, it's a shame that people get stuck in these kind of situations, but it happens a lot. Yeah, he's got a lot of fears around it. You know, then there are also the fears of like, what if I leave and nothing else works out for me? At least I know I have this here. I know what I have, you know, and then the way that the relationships function just in general, who knows? You know, very bizarre that once I read for this guy who got married very young. He was married a long time, and then he got divorced, and he right away was with somebody else. and the relationship with that person was just awful. And it was awful. Like, the guy, he couldn't stand her. But there was something that she did for him that he just was afraid of not having her, as miserable as it was. And I think, I mean, it sounds crazy, but I don't think that he had enough confidence that he was going to be able to function with like day to day things. Like, I think he could get up and go to work. That wasn't a problem. But I don't think that he knew how, like, to rent an apartment or how to, pay his bills himself on time. I think somebody else always did that. Now, that sounds crazy, right? Because it's like, okay, what does it take to pay the rent on the first of the month? But if you've never had to do it before and you're an adult and someone else has always done it for you, think about it. Like, if you flip the script and you think about something that you've never had to do before, how scary it could be. Like, one time, where was oh, okay. It was one of my friends. I was traveling down to Jersey, not that far from here, and but I didn't know the area. And my friend was like, "Well, it's not that big of a town. It's like it's right there. It's not that big of a deal." But you know what? It doesn't have to be that big of a town. 2 miles, 3 miles. If you don't know where you're going, you don't know where you're going. So what's the difference? You could send me into New York City and I may be able to find it, but if you can send me to a small town and I don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I'm going. So yeah, like, I think that there's a lot of fears that have to do with like day-to-day things too. Sister, how long should I wait for the unblock until I give up? I think he unblocks you pretty quick. I would say that he's probably going to unblock you before. I would say give it a month. That's what I would say. Give it a month. I think it happens within a month. Anthony, love coming in for the next couple of months. Mm, that Capricorn could be around. Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, starting a new journey with a new beginning that's quite passionate. That relationship could stabilize. I mean, if it's not the Capricorn, there's an Earth sign, but I don't know. It seems like it's that Capricorn. Things with you and her may be moving forward. Um, Nina, be a general for next week. You could have a nice connection happening next week with love. Could be with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It also looks like you have an earth sign around you, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You could also have a new option when it comes to making money or a job, a new opportunity where money comes in, and there would be a grounded, stable relationship that's long-term. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Next week should be a pretty good week for you. T-Vet, how will my date with Dame go tomorrow? It should be strength, love connection. Love cup is full. It should be a good, this should be a good date. Have a good time. CS, so my sister apologized to me before Christmas. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. You got a 70% chance, yes. Okay, is there anybody here that I haven't answered for yet? Oh. Haven't answered for Siri. No, nobody here I haven't answered for. All right, so then why don't I do the moderators? Beautiful one. Will I get a new motor for my car soon? Timing doesn't look great right now. It might take a little bit of while. It may take a little while. It might not be before the end of the year. Judgment's in reverse. The timing may not be there just yet. Brandy, how is he feeling for me? Sexually, okay. Love cup is full, and there's a lot of balance coming in around this relationship. There's also passionate love interest. Things should be moving forward. You got a new journey. You got a nice new journey coming in around you. Things should be good. He hasn't said anything. He might not say anything, though. I didn't see a lot of communication about it coming in. Something may just happen. Mel, general around the Pisces. He's feeling kind of heartbroken. He's got the 3 of Swords. He's also feels a little bit out of balance. And a little bit lazy. He's not doing the right thing. I don't know. Does he have an addiction problem? There's the devils here. There's some kind of an earthly pleasure that gets in the way. Or that he doesn't do. He's got regret around him. He feels like he's made some bad choices. Thing is that he's got the Magician here. If he sets his mind to it, he can manifest better opportunities. Yeah, he's not doing that great. A little bit heartbroken, feels like a little bit like he's made some bad decisions. He drank. Okay, that's the. Okay, yeah, he may be realizing that he drinks too much and he's got to stop. It's like he's feeling down on his luck and he's feeling regretful. His wife kicked him out. Well, good for her. Is there anybody else here that I haven't read for? Maybe if she kicked him out, now maybe he'll get the help he needs. He maybe needed a wake-up call. He's down on his luck. If there's nobody else here that needs a reading, then I will call it a night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Anybody else? Last call? Last call? And I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, he needs help. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good night. Thanks, guys.